What's up, yeah? Joe, how's it going? Fuck, I made this wrong. I just realized this poster's in fucking Russian or something. Fuck, hold on a sec. Yeah, so I guess I just realized that same studio that did Cocaine Bear and Ted, made this movie. Okay, I can see that. Alright, Strays. There's a double feature movie review with an added bonus in the end of this video, so be sure to stay there and watch the rest of the video to the very end, and don't forget to hit like and all the other stupid shit that other fuckers say. But anyways, so me and the girlfriend, we went to go see the movie Strays, right? I've been wanting to watch this movie since I saw the trailer, right? Actually, this happened on the day that we had like the hurricanes here in California. We almost didn't go to the movie theaters to watch this thing, right? Because the hurricane, like when rain hits California, people get scared now. But it was serious, right? So I kept an eye on it. But I think like we were at, in Orange County, it didn't really hit us as bad as some other areas, right? So thankfully we were able to like go to watch the movies, and we didn't suffer too much from the rain, Hopefully everybody else that did get affected by it are okay, just to make sure people think I'm a dick. But anyways, we went to go see this movie, and like I actually really like this fucking movie. It was funny. I remember watching movies like this. There was another movie called Bingo. Yeah, maybe some of you guys probably would watch this movie. Bingo. He didn't talk, but that was a super smart dog. Anyways, like, at my age, with, being a young kid, I'm 40, but being like, growing up, they made a lot of these movies with animals, and like, they had like a storyline, and like, you can hear them talking in their brain and in their mind, narrating the whole fucking movie or whatever. So yeah, I grew up watching with this shit. So when this movie came out, obviously that's pretty much what they're making fun of, right? And like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a blast, right? I really don't know how kids that didn't grow up watching those movies, if they're gonna like this movie or not. Or maybe they will, I really don't know, right? But in that sense, since I grew up watching that kind of stuff, I actually enjoyed this movie a lot. Is the movie perfect? Of course not. I don't think it's perfect, right? But like, overall, I had a good laugh, and it was alright. It was great. Going to the movie theaters to watch it and shit like that. It's definitely one of those movies we can sit and watch with some friends, and then you can just laugh your ass off, right? If you watch the trailer, you already know the storyline. The little scruffy duck here, he gets abandoned by his abusive, like, dog owner, and like, he realizes that he was being abused the whole fucking time because, he's a dog, he loves his owner no matter what. Then like, this dog doesn't know, like, brah, you're being fucked over. And he's all like, shit, I'm gonna go back and fucking bite his dick off. So that's pretty much the whole storyline of him, like, them getting back to his house so he can bite the dick off. Great, simple storyline, and it worked, and it was funny. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's funny. A dog biting a guy's dick off. Funny. Thumbs up. Go watch this shit. However, in the same week, I went to go see another movie that I've been wanting to see, and that's this one, The Blue Beetle. Oh boy, am I disappointed. Holy fuck. Alright, I had to do like a little bit of research before I fucking opened my mouth, right? From my understanding, like, I thought like the Blue Beetle was gonna be a part of like the DC universe, like that James Gunn had planned. Apparently, it's not. It's kind of like its own thing. It's a part of the DC universe, obviously, but it's not like part of like the plan that James Gunn had. I'm interested, but I'm not a total geek about what James Gunn has in plan. So, if you guys know, feel free to like, correct me, right? I don't know, whatever. I'm looking way too much into this shit, but like from what I can tell was like they're actually thinking about making a trilogy out of this shit. And I say total shit because that's what this fucking movie is. It's total shit. I did not like it. I was unfortunate. God damn it, I really want to fucking like these movies. Mainly like the thing is I like superhero movies, right? I like the whole concept of it, with the technology nowadays, the motion capture, the 3D rendering or whatever you want to call it. It's fucking great, right? But I don't know, it just feels like this movie was forced as fuck. I don't know too much about the character itself, but that doesn't matter. When fucking like Guardians of the Galaxy came out, I didn't know much about like the fucking Rocket and Groot and Drax and Gamora and Star-Lord and whatever, but the way how they were introduced, presented, and the movie itself was so fucking epic that obviously everybody loves the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? So obviously there is a way to introduce characters that are not known and create a good storyline with them, right? This thing was shit. God damn it. Literally it feels like somebody like wrote a script. I don't know, it feels like they got the fucking script and they were like, no. Then they handed the script to someone else. Oh, need to make more references to Hispanic culture. It's not Mexican enough. Oh, it's not stereotypical enough. Yeah, I'm not Hispanic or Mexican myself. I've never been to Mexico, but I think they do this, and there. Like, I don't know. That's literally what they felt like they did with the fucking script. It's like, it felt forced as shit. Like, literally terrible jokes. A lot of stereotypes, which is felt embarrassing actually. It was just like, god damn it. From my understanding, I think like the director of the goddamn movie was actually he's not even Mexican himself. He's like Puerto Rican. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. And the reason why that fucking matters is like, I mean, if you can be a movie director, something's based in Mexico or directing a Mexican family, I like to assume you are part of the culture, unless he's Puerto Rican and grew up in Mexico. But I don't know. The thing, it came out terrible. I don't fucking like it. Oh man, it's a shame because I really want to like this movie. Everything about it, like the whole concept of it, felt forced. I really wanted to go to more like a neon fucking cyberpunk look, you know, this shit like retro 80s, like even the blast was all like glowy with different colors and neon lights and shit. And I was like, god damn it, fuck, I don't know. Like I said, everything about it felt forced as fuck. I didn't like it one bit. Like the whole family just felt forced, like they didn't really get along with each other. I mean, like I said, it just everything sucked. Like, and to end the video, or to end about this segment about this movie, a quick search about the Blue Beetle character. Now, there's like supposedly 3 Beetles or whatever, you know. The first one is like a rich guy that like uses like the technology from like the Scarab to make his like weapons and his suit, right? There's a third one that takes like a vitamin that's like infused with like the Beetle Scarab technology. Then like the third Beetle, which is what we saw, which is like Jaime Reyes, he is basically the one that like, you know, gets to use the suit and all that shit, right? But the part I wanted to focus on was this part right here of like the Wikipedia thing. It says that Jaime Reyes, a teenager who discovers that the original Blue Beetle Scarab morphs into a battlesuit, allowing him to fight crime and travel in space. Over the years, Reyes becomes a member of the Teen Titans and started in the Blue Beetle comic book series and DC Comics in 2000, yada yada. Anyways, like, when I was like, when I read like this part, that Reyes becomes a fucking part of the Teen Titans, I'm like, I think that would have been way fucking better to like, you know, set the movie in that direction. This guy learned to be a badass with his fucking suit, being a teenager, right? Teen Titans, and like, you know, being like a little punk kid and like using the suit to do like crazy shit. But the whole time of the movie, he was just being like a sloppy dude. He was like very goofy, like being reluctant to use it, and I don't know. I think for the most part, if anybody got like a Scarab that makes you into Blue Beetle, you would have been happy about it, right? But like the whole time he's trying to fight it, like say he doesn't want it, doesn't it? I really don't know. I never read the comics, but it just should have got annoying as fuck. And I'm like, you know what? I hope they get another director because supposedly they're gonna make a trilogy from what I read quickly. But you know, if they do, then please get someone else, or at least show this guy kick ass. There wasn't that many fight scenes either, which is sad. And when there was fight scenes, I couldn't really see shit. That's another thing. I think they want to focus way too much on the goddamn like glow of like the neon lights and shit. They're like. They made like a lot of like the fight scenes very dark because they want to show the cool glows, which I thought was just stupid. I think they were going that direction. But like, yeah, literally none of the characters I like. The main character I don't care for. The suit itself supposed to have his own personality, but like she barely talks, which I think is dumb. If like they want to introduce a character, they should have given her own personality. Instead, it sounds like you're talking to a GPS or it's talking to you. I don't know. It just, like I said, fuck this movie. I didn't like it. Patooey. Also, a personal note, I think like DC movies should just be rated R or very heavy PG-13. Fucking don't be in the next Marvel universe. Just go on balls out. You know, make it more violent. Fuck, I don't know. And so I'm talking about like forced Hispanic stereotypes or whatever. I really didn't like how they introduced a Hispanic family into this goddamn movie. I mean, me being Hispanic, I felt embarrassed, honestly. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? This is dumb. I would suggest this TV show if you have Hulu. This fool? Alright, these guys actually did like Hispanic stereotypes fun. Like, I don't know if you ever watched like those like Cholo workout videos. I remember seeing them a long time ago, right? Like the Cholo workout videos, you know, they do like the Cholo stance and the sit or whatever. Yeah, like those same guys are them, right? Yeah, like they created like this TV show, and like actually this one is really fucking funny, right? Because it does like introduce Hispanic culture, but in a funny way, right? And if you grew up in that environment, you can relate with it more because it's actually fucking done well, right? Compared to this shit, fuck this. This is funnier, right? So anyways, triple, double, whatever feature review. Fuck this. This is good. And this is funny. So I have to say. Alright, so that's me and my review. I mean, I'm still mad about the DC Blue Beetle because I want to see better movies come out of DC Universe, man. James Gunn did a good job with introducing characters, but obviously he didn't direct the Blue Beetle. But just the way they did it was just dumb. Goodbye.